Tiffany, you know you can't have fire-breathing dragons in the library. It's a fire hazard.
Well, those guys aren't fun. How am I supposed to read to you guys a dragon story time without a real dragon? I only have this little guy. Boring. Today's book is called Dragon Was Terrible, and it's written by Kate DiPucchio. Dragon was terrible. Naturally, dragons do have a bit of terrible in them because they're dragons after all, but this dragon here, super terrible. He stomped on flowers. Stomp, stomp, stomp. He played tricks on the guards. And he spit on cupcakes. Who does that? Dragon, that's who. That's not all. He scribbled in books. He threw sand. And he took candy from baby unicorns. Honestly, that's terrible. The king had had enough. Enough, he said. And he posted this sign. Brave knights, whoever shall tame the terrible dragon shall be rewarded with a gift. It shall be a nice gift. Ye shall like it. His Royal Majesty the King. Looks like dragon graffitied the castle. It says, Dragon was here. Knights lined up to show off their dragon taming skills. They all failed miserably, and Dragon just grew more terrible. He chased fuzzy yellow ducklings around the moat. He TP'd the castle. That means he threw toilet paper all over it. And he burned every last royal marshmallow to a blackened crisp. The villagers had had enough. Enough, they said, and they posted this sign. Looks like they marched through knights and put people. Brave people, whoever shall tame the terrible dragon shall be rewarded with a gift from the king. It shall be a nice gift, we hope. Ye shall like it. Perhaps His Royal Majesty the King. And looks like Dragon graffitied over here again. Dragon was here again. Ordinary blokes and lassies lined up to try their hand at taming the dragon. They all failed, embarrassingly so. And just when you thought it was impossible, Dragon grew more terrible. He popped birthday balloons. He drew funny faces on the drawbridge. And he burped in church, loudly. Honestly, that's terrible and rude. A boy wearing a feathered cap and a look of determination had had enough. Only he didn't say enough like he thought he would. Instead, he sketched a story. Look at him. The next day, Dragon followed a trail of marshmallows to a shady tree where the boy was reading. Who do you think laid those marshmallows down for Dragon to follow? Perhaps the boy. The boy spied the dragon out of the corner of his eye and began to read aloud in a booming voice. And then the brave dragon swooped in to save the princess, he said. Dragon stopped in his tracks. Looks like he is intrigued by this story. But the terrible knight pulled out his wicked sword. Dragon pretended not to listen. Do you think he's actually listening? The brave dragon roared, and the fraidy cat knight trembled in his boots. Dragon pretended to walk away. A crowd began to gather, and Dragon took cover in a tree. The boy continued reading, page after page after page, until snap, crash! Uh-oh, he fell out of the tree. dragon landed on the ground with a terrible thud. The crowd gasped. The dragon roared. Uh-oh, what's gonna happen? The clever boy didn't flinch. He reached out a hand to the dragon and said, "Would you like to hear how the story ends?" And just when you thought it wasn't possible, Dragon smiled and he took a seat beneath the tree with the other children. Honestly, that's adorable. The king cheered. The villagers cheered. The baby unicorn and fuzzy ducklings cheered the loudest of all. Yay! At long last, the terrible dragon had been tamed. The end. Hey, wait! What about that reward? Oh, yes, that. The gift was a new friend, a nice dragon, of course. Aww. Help me count my dragons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fierce dragons. 5 fierce dragons making such a roar. One danced away, and then there were 4. 4 fierce dragons dancing around a tree. One danced away, and then there were 3. 3 fierce dragons dancing around you. One danced away, and then there were 2. 2 fierce dragons dancing in the sun. One danced away, then there was 1. 1 fierce dragon having lots and lots of fun. She danced away, and then there were none. All right, now grab an adult and we can make your own dragon. Grab some construction paper and a toilet paper roll. Glue that construction paper over the toilet paper roll. Next, grab some puff balls. I used big puff balls for my eyes and small puff balls for my nose. I had to use yellow puff balls because that was the only color I had. After you get those glued on, you can glue on some googly eyes. Add some paper fire. You can take some streamers or tissue paper that's cut up and glue different colors on the inside, and it looks like he's breathing fire. Roar! Thanks for joining me today for my dragon story time. If you haven't got signed up for our summer reading program yet, go ahead and get started. You can go get registered at fortsmithlibrary.readsquare.com. Also check out the fun programming on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Fort Smith Public Library. Until next week, bye-bye.